What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Doing my final test ride on the CBR 600RR. Just showing some CBR love, you know. I'm just gonna go do a little test pull, make sure everything is good, make sure the data is good, and then I'm gonna go from there. But I guess while I'm doing this, I just kind of wanted to go over some things, because I get a lot of questions from people asking me how to make your bike faster. But really what you need is really just basic. Just to take like a relatively stock bike and make it faster, it's really not that hard. So I came up with 5 things I feel like would be a must if you're trying to, you know, elevate your bike. Let's jump right into it. A windscreen. I think getting a race windscreen, a clear one, I think is good, because I mean, if you got a jet black, you know, windscreen, you're not going to be able to tuck, and if you're not tucking right, then you're creating a lot of wind drag, and wind drag means slower bike, period. And you can get a decent one for like $80, so it's really inexpensive, and it helps a lot. The next thing I would say is a quick shifter. If you don't have a quick shifter, you're stuck in the Stone Ages, man. You gotta get a quick shifter.
Stone Ages? I know this dude just didn't disrespect my bike like that.
Because it changes the whole, just the bike, period. It changes it dramatically. Yeah, you might be thinking, oh man, but I'm good at, you know, hand shifting. Yeah, you may be, but you're not going to be better than a good quick shifter. I can promise you that. And you can usually get them for about, it varies because there's so many different brands and, you know, different functions. But you can get a decent one for like $300. Like this one on this bike, I think is like $250, and it comes with auto upshift and auto blimp. Let's do it. This one comes with upshift and downshift, and like I said, they help a lot. It keeps the momentum going as you're going through the gears. You know, you're not, it's just boom, 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 you know. So it prevents a lot of loss in between gears. You know, as you see most people, if you see like somebody racing a quick shifter bike versus a non-quick shifter bike, you normally see the quick shifter bike falling back every time when it shifts, versus the quick shifter bike, it's just boom, 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 it's gone.
Listen to this dude talking about some boom, 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 boom. What the heck is a boom, 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 boom?
The next thing would be, I would say, is a tune. You know, actually getting a good quality tune. Let's see what first gear is doing. I don't hear no popping, so we good. Got that cleaned up. But yeah, a tune. Getting a good quality tune is important. And I don't mean just getting just a, you know, a flash with your restrictions taken off of. That's going to make you slightly faster, but it's going to leave a whole lot of more power on the table compared to if you know, get an actual tune that lifts the restrictions and dials in your fuel tables, because the restrictions is just part of it. Getting your AFR and everything, ignition, getting all of that where it needs to be is important too. So just getting a generic flash with just the restrictions lifted, man, you're leaving a lot on the table, period. And to add on to the tune is an air filter. You could get a decent air filter for like $100. just a, you know, a decent entry level. You know, obviously they have different ones you can get that's a little higher, that's more that allows for more flow. Obviously that'll be more ideal, but you know, I mean, if you do a lot of street ride and you're not actually, you know, just balls to the wall all the time, then just getting a regular entry level air filter is cool. I mean, that's all you need. And the last thing would be is getting exhaust. Now, if you can afford it, the best system to get would be a full titanium system, but you know, that costs a lot of money, and not everybody's trying to spend that much money on their bike. So to compromise, just at least get a 3/4 system, and that would at least eliminate the catalytic converter on your bike to you know, to allow for it to flow more, because that's really where the loss of power comes from, is that catalytic converter. And if you don't know what that is, that's the big block that's normally sitting under, like in the mid pipe. So as long as you get rid of that and at least get a decent slip on with it, then you can still make power. But overall, a full system is going to be your best bet. And obviously the exhaust is going to be the highest, and the prices of it varies by a lot. So it's kind of really hard to say what the pricing of it would be, because you know, you just have to decide on which brand and things you want. But you got a windscreen that's like 80 bucks. You got the quick shifter you can get for like a few $100. You got an air filter you can get for like $100. And then, you know, a tune normally is around, you know, a few $100 as well. And then, as I mentioned, the quick shift it's on like a few $100. So just those things right there is pretty much all that you need for, you know, your average rider. Just, you know, want the most out of the bike, but not trying to go balls to the wall. Obviously there's a lot of other tips and tricks and, you know, things that you can do that's, you know, going over and beyond that you can do, but you know, obviously it's going to get more costly once you start doing stuff like, you know, carbon fiber wheels and, you know, buying lightweight parts, doing a lot of weight reduction, etc., etc. You know, that can get expensive, but those things that I just named is all that you need. And that's pretty much what I tell everybody who asks me that question: what you can do to make your bike faster. That right there is all you need. Anything above that is like you just been adventurous and just really trying to get every little piece out the bike. But like I said, if you're just average rider, you know, you're not racing balls to the wall or just doing some really, you know, hard riding, then I mean, honestly, that's all you need, man. And you'll have a good running bike. And most of the newer bikes come with quick shifters. But if you don't have one, it's definitely worth the investment. Honestly, if anything else, I would probably get the quick shifter before I got anything else, if the bike doesn't have a quick shifter, because it's hands down going to make the best difference, I think, besides like the tune, as far as the drivability and, you know, rideability of the bike. So that's my take on that. And this bike is riding awesome, so I'm happy. It felt good going through the gears. It felt good cruising. So I'm gonna just check all the data when I get back to the house, just to make sure everything looks good. And it's gonna get my sign of approval. Tiger tune.
Clearly this dude don't know what he doing. Tiger tune. Dude, you tune out of your garage. You're not a real tuner. But while y'all still here, make sure y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.